Now, South Africa is hosting the 46th Ordinary Summit of the Southern African Development Community Heads of State and Government in Durban, preceded by preparatory meetings and the Council of Ministers. The main high-level summit event take place on August 16 to 17, 2026. The summit comes as the region is facing security and immigration issues that will be at the center of discussions. Now, for the latest on the summit, we cross over to our correspondent, Bongani Siziba, who is in Durban, to give us more update. Bongani, good afternoon. Can you give us more update on this summit?
A very good afternoon. You are looking so good. Yes, indeed, the summit is one of the highest diplomatic and decision-making platform in the region, and leaders, diplomats, government officials and delegates from all about 16 member states are gathered here to discuss key issues affecting Southern Africa, and of course with a focus on promoting economic integration, development, peace, security across the region. And of course the summit comes at a time when the regional stability is very vital, especially for economic growth and development. So prior to this summit, we saw the Council of Ministers that met, and followed by the Committee of Senior Officials. All these were just preparatory meetings which laid the groundwork for the heads of states. And this meeting is taking place today and tomorrow. And one thing to note, Queen, is that South Africa, as the incoming chair of SADC under President Cyril Ramaphosa, has outlined its strategic priorities for this year's chairmanship. This includes promoting peace, security, stability, and modernizing regional infrastructure and other human capital development, among others. So all eyes are on these decisions that will be made here just to foster stability and economic growth in the SADC region. But let me just bring in one of my guests to speak to us about this SADC meeting. Thank you for joining us. And this SADC meeting, how important is it looking at the geopolitical stability of SADC?
Yes, I am a Turkish journalist based here for a long time. So as you know that Turkey is the center of all the conflicts. So we have, I remember Iraq-Iran war, then first Gulf War, second war, and Ukraine war, and Iran war is all around there. So as a person from that region, now I see that I am here for 16 years. I see that things are changing also in Africa. So the SADC was a place for peace and stability. But this place is not isolated from rest of the world. And as South Africa is a member of the BRICS, also have a very close tie with the Europes. So there's a lots of issues in the world now. The countries are, divided. The blocs are. So it definitely affects when we see that BRICS are becoming like a military. BRICS started as a business organization, but it involves into like a kind of, military organization, because the China, Russia, all they have military exercise here. So then number of the military base owned by foreign, some countries are increasing in the Africa. So Africa has many coups, and the recent years had many coups, and then Horn of Africa is very close to that conflict area. So this is relatively stable in the Southern Africa, but I think the leaders are coming and they are going to talk on. They have issues among themselves, yes, but still they are all members of SADC and they don't have major arguments. The issues among them they don't have. So they are, I think, going to talk more on defense investments and cooperation among them, military defense cooperation. I think they are going to talk.
Yes, Queen, you just had some of the discussions that might be on the table. Trade, security, heads of states who will be meeting tomorrow, just to have those discussions on the table. It's now back to you in the studio as we keep a tab on what is happening here.
Thank you so much, Bongani, for that update. Of course, we'll keep tabs to see how this summit ends and what decisions are made. Thank you, Bongani.